Leon Fisher was a seasoned deckhand accustomed to the rhythm of life at sea. However, nothing could have prepared him for his latest assignment. It all started on a foggy morning in the bustling port of Blackwater Bay, where Leon had been looking for work. Desperate for a job, he accepted a position on the container ship Fortune's Galley, a vessel he had never heard of before. The offer was too good to refuse, despite the strange glint in the hiring officer's eye. As Leon boarded the Fortune's Galley, he immediately sensed something was off. The crew was an odd bunch, their eyes darting around suspiciously, their whispers filled with malice. The captain, a grizzled man named Black Jack, exuded an air of greed and ruthlessness. Leon felt a chill run down his spine, but brushed it off, attributing it to first-day jitters. The first few days were uneventful, but Leon soon noticed the crew's strange behavior. They hoarded supplies, locked away crates marked with unfamiliar symbols, and held secretive meetings late at night. Curiosity gnawed at him, and one evening he decided to investigate. Slipping into the shadows, Leon followed the whispers and found himself outside the captain's quarters. Peering through a crack in the door, he overheard a heated discussion about one of the containers supposedly on the ship. Black Jack was plotting to sell the ship's legitimate cargo and replace it with less desirable goods. Leon's heart pounded. He knew he had to get off the ship and alert the authorities, but the Fortune's Galley was already far from shore. Escape was impossible, and trust was a scarce commodity among the crew. He decided to play along while secretly gathering evidence. However, fate had other plans. One fateful afternoon, as the ship sailed through calm waters along the equator, a deafening explosion rocked the Fortune's Galley. Leon rushed to the deck, only to witness chaos and devastation. One of the containers, filled with smuggled explosives, had detonated, tearing through the ship's hull. Panic ensued as the Fortune's Galley began to nose-dive into the sea. In the midst of the mayhem, Leon's instincts kicked in. He scrambled for the life rafts, desperately trying to save himself and his fellow crewmates. However, his crewmates were filling their pockets with gold rings, coins, and other small but valuable cargo that seemed to be raining out of the damaged containers on board. Blackjack let out a shout. "I'll die before I let this fortune leave my mitts!" While stuffing his pockets and life preserver with pearls and diamond necklaces, Leon made a quick decision to get in on the action. Knowing he'd be set for life financially with a single handful of whatever was pouring out of one particular crate that fell between two containers. He rushed over to the large, damaged crate, grabbing what he could, but it was too late. Leon watched in horror as his fellow shipmates were swallowed by the unforgiving suction force of the sea. Unable to escape, Leon was pulled under. He saw the crew members disappearing in the deep one by one. Fading in and out of consciousness, Leon tried to let go of the heavy jewelry tangled around his arm as he knew they were the reason he was descending so quickly. The moment those golden chains slipped off, miraculously, the uninflated life raft that was still connected to Leon hit a coral reef, triggering its inflation mechanism to activate, bringing Leon back up to the surface. Alone and adrift, Leon floated aimlessly, haunted by the memories of those he had failed to save. Days turned into weeks, and hope began to fade. But just when all seemed lost, a passing vessel spotted Leon's yellow raft and rescued him from the brink of death. As the lone survivor, Leon Fisher emerged from the ordeal battered but alive, haunted by the memories of that fateful day at sea. Though the truth about Black Jack and his crew was lost with the ship, Leon vowed to never forget the lessons he learned about greed and praises the Lord daily for his life. This unique story came from a dream I had recently. Welcome to a manifestation of my subconscious mind. Follow for more.